There's your population density, Nathaniel, as if you didn't know.
At least you said it. At least you're man enough to admit it.
Africa, India, China, feed them to each other.
Well, that's a quick fire and definite solution to the problem. I'll give you that.
Instead of donating money to feed them, Nathaniel, donate money to have them neutered, like the animals that they are.
Absolutely, yeah. You should go for a governmental post, Richard. You really should.
Are you actually going to give an opinion here, Nathaniel, or are you just going to sarcastically comment on mine?
No, I'm just enjoying your spouting. I'm allowed
Listen to this.
Oh, aren't I?
Listen to this.
Yes.
0.00000000001% of the population listen to this podcast.
True.
We must be doing something right.
And that person happens to be black.
That's fine by me.
Is it?
Oh, that's fine by me.
I thought you want the ears cut off or something.
I have no objection to a person of colour being exposed to something cultural that may assist them in, evolving.
Very humble and magnanimous of you, Richard.
Thank you.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Come on, spit it out.
I find myself agreeing with you in some ways. It's about time people woke up, Richard, to the reality that having a child or children doesn't equate happiness. Unless you shoot a food, of course. Let's face it anyway, Richard, most folks are going to try and have anal sex with their girlfriends or wives anyway when they get bored of the pussy, aren't they?
Given the chance.
So ladies, either let him in, insist on protection, or turn him gay. And without wanting to blow my own trumpet, Richard, and I have tried.
Good Lord, I bet you've tried.
It is the likes of Nathaniel Barrett Moore that prove that evolution is happening on this planet. God is so gracious, Richard, that he gave us 2 holes for sexual pleasure.
Yes.
One for when population is on the decline.
Yes.
And one for when it's gotten out of hand.
I don't understand that.
Yes, you do.
No. 2 holes for sexual pleasure.
Indeed.
This would be the fanny hole.
Vagina, yes.
Yes. If you insist on your scientific terms.
You're the scientist.
I am the scientist. Would the other be the mouth?
The anus.
The anus.
The anus, indeed.
Now I've been married for 30 years, Nathaniel, and whilst it's gone to the dogs now, at no point in that 30 years did I ever slip it up the back passage.
Well, that's a shame. It's a pity your inner scientist didn't emerge. Experiment a little. Play out.
I did ask.
Did you?
I remember. I distinctly remember. It was February the 14th.
Yes.
1983, I think it was, because we'd been married for 1983, and we were in a lovely hotel in Newquay in Cornwall. A beautiful view of the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean spread out before us, with the 4-poster bed, with lovely kind of gossamer drapes surrounding it.
Yeah.
The candles, joss sticks. It was so romantic. And so I said to Yvonne, I said, darling, we've been together for a couple of years now, and whilst I always enjoy you, would it be possible for me to plug you from the other end?
Yes.
She said no.
Well, what's your point? The point is that you tried.
Yeah. And now you get confused and you get judgmental about the fact that I'm always furious.
Yes.
I think if on that occasion, if she had allowed me to indulge in some anal activity, I think I would have been a much happier man.
Well, quite possibly, but we can't base happiness on such flimsy expectations, really. People are going to say no from time to time, Richard.
I wasted £1.75 on a tube of KY jelly. I was furious.
I bet you've still kept it though, haven't you?
I've still got it.
Well, there you go.
I've still got it.
There's still time yet.
I use it from time to time.
On what?
On myself.
In what capacity?
I kind of get a little pea-sized globule
Yes.
from the cap, and I smear it. I smear it on myself.
Where do you smear it?
On myself.
Which part of yourself?
On my genitals.
Do you really?
Yes.
Does it feel nice?
It feels absolutely delightful.
It does, doesn't it?
It feels absolutely delightful.
Once again, we meet minds.
The only
If you
other.
can't put jelly down your shaft, you can't beat it.
I don't put it down my shaft.
No,
It doesn't go down the Jap
No,
side.
you're obsessed with stuffing things down your urethras. You're trying to throw this one at me a few weeks ago. The shaft is the outside, Richard.
Oh,
For the scientist.
okay. The only thing that I found to be even close to the real sensation, bit of KY on the old fella.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
A beef and tomato pot noodle,
Right.
tepid.
Okay.
Plunge away.
Well, I can't really make that comparison because I've never indulged in that activity.
Give it a try, Nathaniel.
It'd be interesting, yeah, as a
Try it.
scientific experiment.
Tell us next week how you find it.
All right, yes. That's my project for the week. To copulate with a pot noodle.
That's it.
Very well. It'll be interesting to see how it compares to the anal pleasures.
It's so authentic. Well, it
I
doesn't
should take it on
compare to the anal. It compares to the vaginal. I have no frame of reference for the anal.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe I can pass on my wisdom on that field.
It's so authentic, Nathaniel. You can actually bring yourself to climax.
Really?
Yes.
Even when you bring the old man out and there's a piece of soya hanging off your bill end.
Whatever you do it standing up. Don't try and do it lying down.
Right.
You'll just make a mess.
So
Do it standing up.
don't the noodles kind of tick down your balls and things? No.
No. It's all about technique. It's all about the technique.
Right.
Right. Here we go. Let me talk you through it.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Do you mind?
No, not at all.
I think this is important. I've never talked about this before. It's good to talk about it in private.
Yeah.
7
billion people on the planet and all that.
Yeah, well, fuck them. We half fill the pot with boiling water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boiling water.
Boiling. Yeah.
Yeah. Mix it all up,
Right.
and then you've got to leave it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
You know, you've got the level where it says "Matt, fill to this point."
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Halfway.
Right. Okay.
Don't do it to that's the trick. Don't do it to the top.
Leave the top crispy.
Mix it all up.
Right.
So the noodles go lovely and soft, but there's not enough fluid for them to become sloppy.
Right.
Then put the pot on its side on a desk at about groin height.
Yes.
You with me?
I'm with you so far.
And then prop it against something solid enough that it won't move.
Okay.
And then you can just grind away.
Right.
But at groin height, you just thrust away. Keep sticking your cock into it and into it. Just jab your cock into it. You can think about whoever you want.
Yeah.
Think about Freddie Mercury if you want.
Right.
Jab your fucking cock into it. It's fantastic.
Well, you're certainly saying it because of your passion, Richard. It's something that you get something from. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll give it a go. Shall I?
Give it a go.
I'll give it a go, and I'll
let us know.
Next week. The old pot noodle shagging experience.
Should we get back on topic?
If you want to.
Nathaniel, the global pandemic is coming. That'll sort out the problem once and for all.
Yes.
My advice to you, make sure that you renew your Booper membership. You don't want to get left behind.
Well, what's one person in the context of 7 billion, Richard?
But we don't want to lose you.
Yes, you do.
We don't want to lose you.
You weren't displaying such compassion a few minutes ago.
I'm a complicated person, Nathaniel.
But you got that right.
I fluctuate.
You do, don't you?
But overall, I think you're a jolly decent chap.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And
That's okay.
I've got nothing else to say on matters, Richard.
What qualifications have you got, Nathaniel?
You mean academic qualification?
Yeah, what's your highest qualification academically?
I have A-levels.
Uh-huh.
I have...
Is that your highest A-level?
Yes, I just say, I'm not into kind of academia particularly.
I'm not here to judge, Nathaniel. I'm simply asking a question.
I'm just explaining where I'm coming from with this.
Okay.
I have an A-level in physics.
Uh-huh.
And what was the other subject? An A-level in philosophy, actually.
Physics and philosophy?
Indeed.
So you're a scientist and a thinker?
Well, not as great a scientist as you, obviously. It's kind of use it or lose it. And I haven't delved into the physics mound for a while.
I think, Nathaniel, that I am genuinely blessed to be able to work with you each week.
Well, thank you very much.
That's okay.
It's just really nice of you to say so.
Have you got any plans for the next few days?
Yeah, I've got to go to the supermarket, buy a few pot noodles.
Beef and tomato.
Beef and tomato.
No, see, the thing is, something to do with the texture.
Right.
Other flavours don't work quite so well.
Well, being a scientist and all, surely you want to kind of get the sample of all the different options.
I've tried every single one.
I'd imagine the spicy curry one would be a different experience.
Oh, that brought a tear to the eye. The Bombay bad boy.
Absolutely.
That brought a tear to the eye. Should we call it a day on this episode?
I think we should. I think we're done.
Nathaniel, yet again, it's been quite simply a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Richard, and thank you for displaying such patience with me.
I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope that, we get to see a really, really good film that we can talk about next week.
Yes, that would be absolutely delightful. Let's hope that eventuality happens.
I love you, Nathaniel. Goodbye.
I tolerate you. Goodbye.